Okay, right. Let's get, there we go, the shadow so you can see. So setup was the big issue. You can see your shoulders are kind of aiming way to the left there, okay? Feet position, ball position's all great. The fact your left arm is visible, we can see your club now is going to want to swing in that direction. That's kind of shown by when you come down the golf ball. Now, you go back, okay? But now as you come back the golf ball, you already squared your shoulder. Look where the club's going from, yeah? And just look at that club as it's coming in the sand now. It's aiming over here, swinging that direction. I mean, you're entering the sand now as you come through. You actually almost scythe and miss the ball, yeah? Just the explosion of sand kind of hits the back of the ball there, and just hope for the best. And
yeah, no hope.
And again, look at the lack of follow through. You can sort of see that right knee trying to help, and the club stopping. Like, please, exactly. Trying everything you possibly can to get the bunker. So you're a little bit closed there with the feet, which isn't a bad thing because it actually gets your shoulders squarer. But you're doing it with feet always last to set up. So grip, shoulders, club, get them in the correct position, and then set your feet, the wide and the wiggle with the feet.
Okay.
And then from here now, the hips have to go that way, yeah? Once the hips move towards target, then you've got a chance then to kind of actually get the club bottoming out in the right direction, coming from that position.
Yeah.
See, as the club goes back now, because your shoulders are a lot more square, that's going to dictate what the path of the golf ball is going to go on, yeah?
Yeah.
So as you go back here now, you can see the shoulders are still closed off, the club's coming back down a much shallower. At least that club now has got a chance to make contact, yeah?
Yeah.
Hits the ball, shoulders are now squared up, ball coming out. Could you have turned through it a little bit more? Of course you could.
Yes.
But look how your body, the right foot's off the ground there, your body is rotated a little bit, and the weight looks like you're more on the left side. And as a result, you see the ball going out as high as it does there, and that's above your head height, yeah?
Great.
And then landing on the green. It was a little bit long, but hey, we don't mind that. Out's the main objective to start with, okay?
Yeah.
That's getting out most bunkers, okay? And the
Okay.
weight's going that way, whereas this one now is kind of
Like
it was almost just panic, to be fair, wasn't it, you said? So,
Yeah.
but I think this is kind of, when you panic, you go back to your old swing setup, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
And your hips are always going to want to go in that orientation.
Yeah.
We showed you where they're going to come back toward the camera, they spin out the golf ball, and it just, it creates a bit of an issue there with contact. When your club's coming from the direction it's coming from, you had no chance, really.
No.
I mean,
so just to remember to take my hips forward.
Yeah,
towards the
use kind of,
target
and again, use
turn my body.
use the turn's going to happen, I would say. Yeah, it's very, very rare you're not going to turn, but I think you could get a sensation of more the hip move in that way, using the shadow, just sort of stand there, get your pelvis moving, this sort of side motion in now, and then it will come around a little bit anyway. What you don't want to do is start rotating early and then you sort of fall back on it, yeah?
Okay.
Excellent, good stuff, well done.
Brilliant.